विक्रम भट्ट ने हमारे साथ एक एक्सक्लूसिव इंटरव्यू में कहा कि कैसे ए लिस्टर्स आर मिसिंग फ्रॉम द हॉरर जॉनरा और आर नॉट एक्सप्लोरिंग मच। और क्या कहा उन्होंने, चेक इट आउट।
Dharma getting into ghosts and you see other production houses seeing a potential here, you see. What do you have to say? Why do you think there's again in this spike in interest?
I don't think Dharma has a choice but to, diversify. Because how many family-based love stories are you going to make? And as I have proved time and again, there are a lot of ghost stories to tell. So I'm happy that Dharma is doing it. मैं तो चाहता हूँ कि और लोग भी आएँ और इस जॉनर को फेमस करें, क्योंकि इसमें बड़ी ताकत है। प्यार और डर दो ऐसी चीज़ें हैं जो एक्चुअली हर जानवर में होती है। हर ब्रेन्ड any animal with a brain understands love and understands fear, because fear is so important to survival. तो एक बड़ा बेसिक इमोशन है, बेसिक इंस्टिंक्ट है। तो इस पे अगर पिक्चर अच्छी बने तो चले ही चले, क्योंकि वी आर टॉकिंग टू आवर मोस्ट बेसिक इंस्टिंक्ट।
Which are the few actors you really hoped would sort of, again, would come out and take a risk and step into a genre with a good story?
There are some actors who are all about their stardom, and that's the way their films are successful, like a Salman Khan. His dialogues, the way he acts, his body, that's what people go to see, and he knows that, and that's fine, because that's his kind of cinema. But then you have someone like, say, an Aamir or a Shah Rukh who could do a horror film. There's someone like a Hrithik who can do a Super 30 and a war. I mean, that's fabulous. You can do both the films. Ajay Devgan has already done a few horror films. So I believe there's a lot of A-listers out there who would probably, make this into a really money-making genre if they should wish.
Well, I think I kind of agree with what Mr. Bhatt has said. Horror genre is a very underutilized genre. लेकिन सवाल ये उठता है कि अगर एक A-lister, अगर एक आपका favorite actor आप देखना चाहेंगे किसी next horror movie में, then who would that be? You join the conversation. Tell us in the comments below. Well, Saga, who would you want to see?
Well, a list of actors where I'd like to see them play in this kind of genre. But I remember while growing up, we've all kind of grown up on horror films as well. And thanks to the Bhatt camp and राम गोपाल वर्मा, जिन्होंने कई सारी ऐसी फिल्में बनाई थी जो यादगार रही है, चाहे वो डरना मना हो, डरना ज़रूरी हो, राज हो, फूंक हो, भूत हो. So there are a list of horror films that we have in Indian cinema, and some people can never forget films like Karan Johar, Urmila Matondkar ने की थी, and even 1921, the first one being my favorite.
And also Tumbaad.
True, being the latest.
Exactly. I feel like that was a defining moment for the horror movies, because it kind of created an impact that these movies do not have to revolve around the same sort of storyline. यहाँ पर storyline हमने change होते हुए देखी, बहुत सारे different storytelling sort of experience देखा, and the fact that horror movies जब भी Bollywood में सोचते हैं या समझते हैं तो there's a cringy storyline जो सामने याद आती है. So it has to, I think, sort of cross that barrier and go more. And I think Mr. Bhatt has a really fair point that how it can be commercialized and it can be a huge money-making sort of a business idea.
True, because when we think of a horror film, मुझे तो एक बंगला याद आता है जो haunted है, and then उसमें से कहानी निकल के आती है. We've not seen an unconventional story that comes forward. In fact, in Hollywood, there are different storylines that we get to see, और Bollywood में शायद ज़्यादा explore नहीं किया गया है. And like Mr. Bhatt says कि A-listers जो है वो उन्होंने सारे genre try कर लिए हैं, but have not majorly tried on doing horror films.
And in fact, when people like Akshay Kumar have also sort of tried their hands in it, it has had a comic twist. In fact, जब हम लोगों ने राजकुमार राव को देखा in Stree, even he had sort of a comic streak in the movie going on. Lekin I think out and out horror movie. But Saga, I kind of think that it's a phase, right? We've had the phases for biopics, we've had a phase for love stories, we've had a face for action comedy.
Yeah.
So I feel like probably the next trend is going to be the horror movies.
Right, and I liked what they did with Stree. I mean, बहुत मजा आया वो उस फिल्म को देखकर, because there was I mean an intense horror scene में जहाँ आपको थोड़ा डर भी लग रहा है because of all the background score, but there is comedy happening as well.
Yeah.
And that blend is amazing जो हमने recently इन फिल्मों में देखी है, and I think we are moving towards the right direction. Hopefully more and more A-listers like Mr. Bhatt is saying, if they join the camp as well, it will get more popularity, and hopefully great stories will come forward.